you're new here, consider subscribing to my channel. Please, guys.
Say what you wanna say to me now. I wanna wake up with you in the morning. Show me there's nothing fake to me now. I wanna wake up with you in the morning. Say what you wanna say to me now. I wanna.
They called my doctor. Akasema ako nizwe, anakuja tu sahi. So nimepimwa, nimepatiwa nguo, nimevaa. Now the real stress ikanianza. I'm like, damn, it's today. I called my mom. I'm like, Mom, niko hosi. And says my mom ako like 4 counties away. Is they 3 counties ama 4 counties away from where I am. So I'm like, Mom, niko hosi, usiku sikulala vizuri, na sasa wameniadmit, wamesema ni leo, siku ni leo. Unasikia aje? Na ako wapi? So she started talking to my boyfriend, wanaongea, because now singeza kuongea juu. By the way, let me tell you something. Hata kushika simu, talking to my best friend and my friends who like knew niko hosi ama niliwaambia niko hosi, it was just difficult because since unaenda kutext hivi ndio hiyo uchungi maanza. Hata kulala kwa kitanda. They admitted me, I was all alone. So tukaingia hapo, my man and I is there encouraging me, telling me I'll be okay, I can do this, what and what. My mom is calling after every 20 minutes kusikia how I'm doing. Sasa apati niko na simu, anampigia akamwambia kunaendelea aje, how is it going, nini. So she's also worried about me, like she's praying kila kitu iende poa, she's encouraging me kwa phone. So so when she's calling me, alafu niko na contraction, Mom kidogo, ama nakosa kuchukua a call back after contraction imepotea. Once hauna hiyo contraction, once you're not in that wave of having that contraction, things are okay, you can chat, you can even laugh. My boyfriend was asking me, na unacheka saa nikamwambia, it's so hard to explain ya mtu, but hiyo contraction, yes, inakuja after every 3 minutes, but in that few seconds in a last, you can't talk, you can't do anything. It's so painful, it's so strong. And now this contraction and this was imekuwa stronger because I'm progressing, I'm dilating more. Hello, sorry guys, I left. My son woke up and I'm nursing him. He's here. He's done breastfeeding, sa analala. So nimewacha mali. My doctor was called. So in less than 30 minutes, he was already at the hospital. He came to see me, and Akifik was like, Rachel, Leo. I was so scared. And then something that was so uncomfortable is they already checked if I'm dilated and wakapata 4 centimeters. And then after the handover, after the night shift nurse handed over the shift to the other nurse, she again checked to see how far along I am, and akapata bado niko 4 centimeters. And now in less than iyo 1 hour too, my doctor comes in and he checks me again how far I'm dilated. It was so uncomfortable. As in, it's not a fun thing, just Google it, it's uncomfortable. Those are 3 people in 1 hour checking, doing this uncomfortable procedure that they have to do. Wow, that was uncomfortable. So my doctor says that I'm still 4 centimeters dilated, and this is 2 hours later after 5 a.m. We arrived at the hospital 5 April 5:30, and after that she checked me almost immediately. It's 6 a.m. I was done. She'd already checked me out, and before she handed me over, she checked me again, now the night shift nurse. And after handing me over, now my new attendant, the nurse, also checked how far I was dilated, and it was still 4 centimeters. And now my doctor comes in 4 times na bado. Man, so I really don't know if this angle is suitable, but I really have to record like this because I'm nursing my son. So now the doctor says natoka alafu atarudi, bado niko mbali, I still have hours to go. And ujue haikuwa inasonga. So that was it. Around 10 a.m. the day shift nurse akakuja. Every other 30 minutes they were checking my blood pressure. They were taking my blood pressure and also checking the baby's fetal heart rate every 30 minutes. It was just tiresome. Alafu saa zingine wanakuja saa zile kuna contraction. It was painful, it was uncomfortable because ikitu ni kama ilikuwa imeanza kuja saa now 3 minutes apart, because by the time your blood pressure in a read, it's already a minute. By the time fetal heart rate in a minute, another minute. It was so painful. And then I found it so hard for me to like sit well on that bed. Not that the bed wasn't comfortable, it was comfortable, but the contractions were killing me. They were having their ways in my body. Actually, nilikuwa na prefer kuketi kwa kiti. There was a plastic chair over there and I was sitting on it. And when I'm having the contraction, nakimbia naamka. Inipate kama nimesimama. Because when I'm sitting down, it was worse. And mimi nilikuwa najaribu kufight the contraction because it was so painful. So I've updated you on what they were doing and how the labor process was in the hospital. Now the checkups, kila saa, making sure that everything is okay, my blood pressure is okay, the fetal heart rate is okay, the baby is doing all right, baby alikuwa shatan, everything was okay. But what was not okay is the painful contractions. But ni normal, as in everyone has it anyway, so nili have kuvumilia. Another thing, okay, I have to put you guys at this angle because kuinua simu is so heavy and I'm carrying my sign on this other hand. So I'm saying when they had done, stop looking at me. Okay, so sorry guys. Man, I just can't record in peace, man. Anyway, they also kept checking on how far I am dilated, and ikafika 11 a.m. When they checked me again at 11 a.m, now if I'm dilated enough, ama if the time imefika ya kupush, now the real thing, now the real deal. So they checked me again at 11 a.m. and they still found out I'm 4 centimeters dilated. Oh God, why me? Haikuwa inasonga, kwa nini? I don't know. So my doctor was still not around. I remember the nurses when I'm 6 centimeters apigiwe simu. So they checked me out again. I'm still at 4 centimeters dilated from 6 a.m. up to now 11 a.m. Hizo ni how many hours za kusikia uchungu, za contractions, za what not. Hata siko halfway kufika 10. And still I'm having pain. And then funny thing ni, there's this mama, I think, how do I call them? When you wanna make sure the rooms ni safi, nguo ziko sawa and all that. She alipitia kwa hiyo room. Apparently this room yenye nilikuwa, there's a door to the bathroom and there's a door now out of the waiting room. Unatokelezea unaenda now kwa the main corridor ya maternity wing. So you can use it as an exit door. Yeah, in short, yeah, the same room. So akapita akasema, akatusalimia. My boyfriend was in there. Tukwa tunapiga tu stories as lisina hizo contraction. So the mama anapita anasema, yako sawa, anatuambia na bado ati even my contractions bado sijafika bado. And I'm like, what? Already nasikia ni kama zinaniua. Kumbe they still hata sijafika, as in that statement. So the nurses, when wakona niko 4 centimeter dilated sisongi, they had to call my doctor again, and my doctor akawapatia directive wani induce. I had to be induced, and labor is more painful. Induction is more painful, but it helps in a speed labor and all that. I don't want to talk about it, but yeah, I was induced, and this was now at 11 a.m. And before being induced, I was given an enema, so that I could go poop, njo nisi poop saya nini could deliver. Yeah, that's my doctor. And now he's back again and akani examine akapata niko 5 centimeter dilated. It means halfway to 10, but still it's not that great because I'd stayed up for 4 centimeters like for hours, so many hours. So the doctor akanifanyia membrane stripping, which means he had to break my water, because up to this point sikuwa ni break maji in short. So he had to do that because sometimes it speeds the labor process. In seconds my water nilisikia tu I'm wet, nilikuwa feel tu vitu zina flow. So yeah, my water had to be broken by my doctor. So that happened, and after that so walikuwa nasema ati itaenda haraka, vitu zitakuwa speed. Before, in no time I would have like delivered my baby and I will be holding my son in few minutes. But wapi so akasema he'll be back. Nikabaki hapo na manases, and they kept coming kila saa kuni check, like I told you before, checking the fetal heart rate, checking my blood pressure, and we were all doing fine, thank God. After that, lunch hour. Okay, before that, okay, nilisahau kuambia, breakfast nililetewa. I tried eating, but the contractions were getting in the way, as in I was just focused on surviving the contractions. Yeah, it was that bad. Anyway, thank God I'm here now. Saa 5 tena ndo wamekuja tena. They served the food, ilikuwa inakaa poa sana, but manze sikuwa na appetite. I was tense, I was scared, my emotions were all over the place, man. And then to note is that nikienda hosi nilienda na kitambaa nimefunga kwa kichwa, all that. But the way I had pictured my delivery day, I was supposed to be looking all snatched, all cute, makeup on, so that I could take cute pictures and everything, so that I could be bragging on the internet. But oh my God, pregnancy will humble you. That's one thing I learned the hard way. Pregnancy will humble you. I had matuta, no, dread zingine hata sijui. I look like an old woman. I looked like an old woman, but cha muhimu ni kuzaa mtoto akuja akiwa healthy. Hizi zingine ni fununu. That's how I'm encouraging myself. So that's it. I was there waiting, and they brought me food. My nurse kept encouraging me, nikule, I need that energy so that I can be able to push out the baby. I need so much energy. I need to eat well. I'm a nutritionist, so am I not eating? I didn't even touch that food. I tasted it, but kwanza, like, they brought me the food like 1 p.m. on the dot. Food ilikuwa imeshaletwa hapo kwa room, but I didn't touch it. My nurse came after like 40 minutes, anakuja anapata sijaonja chakula, sijakula chakula, akaituma jikoni, wakaenda wakaiwarm, wakaileta. Did I eat? I just tasted, because nikiketi shida, nikisimama shida, nitadu. Okay, now I can laugh about it, but because walikuwa na insist nikule, and of course najua enyewe pia mimi najua I need energy to push and all that, I really tried, because I was feeling nauseated, by the way. Nilikuwa na feel so I tried eating a little bit, like 3 spoons, as in it's just God. God gave me the energy, because if it was for food, my dear, I wouldn't have survived the process. I wouldn't have had that energy to push out the baby. Hata walikuwa na shanga juu walikuwa na insist nikule, but mwili imekata. It wasn't si mi kupenda anyway. Set ilikuwa nini, I just didn't want food. I was feeling nauseated kabisa. Almost 2. The doctor calls. I'm still 5 centimeter dilated. So the doctor orders the nurses when you induce. Imagine, I was induced. Why? Man, and then we can miss hizi story venye, like, all these vlogs I'd watch wakisema venye induction inakuanga uchungu. I'd even done research on my own, ikona venye enyewe the way wanasema hizo kupatiwa kwa induced, it makes labor time 10 times worse. But I was induced and it was so painful, very extremely painful. I remember telling the nurses, you guys want to kill me. In my mind, there's a time I was like, no, I can't do this. There's a lot of truth in what other people vlog about, other people show us. Yeah, it's painful. So, but the pain, according to me, the pain was in the labor. But when I was pushing out the baby, I can't say that it was painful, no. Actually, that was the painless part in the whole process. But the contractions, the labor pains were so painful. I can't even, I don't have the words to describe. I don't know how to bring that feeling to life. But to notice, it's so painful. And my labor was long, honestly. Being induced did rush the labor process. I gave birth to my bouncing baby boy at 4:08 to be precise. And I gave birth to the most amazing, wonderful, handsome baby boy, bouncing baby boy. And yeah, it was an experience that I'll never forget. And I was so grateful that I didn't see myself going through with the whole plan. I remember there was a time I really wanted to utter the words that, man, I can't do this, just take me to an emergency CS, because the pain was crazy. It was really crazy. And it's the kind of pain you don't cry, you don't remove tears. You're in so much pain until tears won't come out of your eyes. So where I was lying in that delivery room, there was a bell that every time that I need the nurse's assistance, nawaita, I rang that bell. I rang it so many times. And in the delivery room, I had 2 nurses and 1 assistant, and my boyfriend was in the delivery room. And from the moment that I was induced, I stayed like 1 hour 30 minutes, yeah, until I was now dilated kabisa. And through the whole process for almost 2 hours, I had to be massaged to my back, and they say that it reduces the pressure you're gonna feel and the pain. And I really can't tell, but I think it helped. But honestly, the pain was so much until I feel ni kama yo back massage ata inakusaidia, because it's still so painful. I was holding the bed with one hand and the other nasikia kama na cheesy. And I told you that when I was going to the delivery room, I had my kitamba on. Hata sijui venye ilitoka. I lost all my earrings. All my earrings came off, and I don't know how. I didn't feel them coming out. Hata sikufeel zikinidunga. I can't remember vile zilitoka. Sijui venye kitamba ilitoka, sijui ilitoka saa ngapi. Zile nduru watu upiga. And I also told you that before being induced, I was inserted an enema, yeah, in the anus, so that when you research about it, watakwambia, doctors used to use it before a while back, so that as Luna deliver, you don't poop. You know, when you say like you give birth, you have to poop. You poop, then the baby comes. The poop comes with the baby when you're pushing. Yeah, that's the word. So yangu, I didn't poop. The enema ilitoa kila kitu from my bowel movement, and I was clean and all that. So the highlight of this experience was when I first heard my baby's cry. My baby's voice when he was crying, that was everything. When you want to say like it was all worth it, I now understood it much better, because once I heard his voice, everything was all gone. When I first heard him cry, I was just so satisfied, at peace. And also to mention is that when I was giving birth, akitoka, when I was pushing and all that, vile alitoka, they had to give me an episiotomy, and it was a 2nd-degree tear. So venye mtoto alitoka, the dad went to be with him, akiangalia venye anaoshwa, but I could hear him cry, and it brought so much joy to my heart. I felt so fulfilled, and I was like, oh God, I think it was well worth it. It was worth it kabisa. And the pain went away immediately. Venye tu alitoka tu hivi, ilienda kabisa. And even when walikuwa wananishona, the tear that I was given by my doctor, I couldn't feel kabisa because before ashone, they had to numb me down there. So it was painless. And even after the delivery and all that, I didn't feel uko chini kama nimeshona. I could go to the toilet normally for short calls, vizuri too. I could walk vizuri, pole pole too, but vizuri, because I was under good pain medication. They were really good and they were strong. They were strong enough because I couldn't feel pain and si alikuwa ameninumb. So it took time for the medicine to wear out, and also the pain medication that the doctor prescribed for me and they gave me, it really worked well. It was effective. It relieved the pain vipoa. So but after a while, after like 1 week, 2 weeks, ndio unaanza kufeel. Now the medicine yenye walikudunga huko chini imeanza kuwear out, obviously. Maybe pain medications zingine, because they give you, like I was given pain medication for like 2 weeks. My highlight of my labor and delivery experience was when I pushed that baby out. I thank God for the support system that was there, encouraging me, like, baby girl, you can do this, you got this, just push, don't do this, do this. As in, they guide you well, they show you what to do, they demonstrate it to you, they are patient with you. That is very important. And when I had finished pushing and the baby was now out, Tam he's playing with his dad. Anyway, I was saying the other highlight was when I was given my son named Bebe. When he was, just listen to him. God. When I was given my son to carry him venye alitoka, because that's the first thing after wanakupatia kikata hiyo umbilical cord, wanakupatia mtoto, I felt so happy holding my son chest to chest. He's now here, he's now in the world. That was the best feeling ever. That is the best feeling ever. This cute little boy, seeing him for the first time, hearing him cry, priceless. It's so priceless. And also I thank God for the team that I had. The nurses were very nice to me. They were supportive. They cared enough. They were concerned. They were always there. Sazleni Meitana, Nikirin Bell. Also, I'm grateful for our family doctor. He was so nice. My gynecologist, he was so nice, supportive. And walking through the journey with him, he was amazing. And then he's an experienced guy because he has been in the game for so long. Anyway, guys, we've come to the end of the video because my son is causing tantrums. He wants his mother's attention. Bye. So I gave birth to a bouncing baby boy. Thank God. I really thank God. I am grateful. I was grateful. So that is my labor and delivery story. I hope you learned a thing or two. Please don't forget to share. Don't forget to like this video. Leave down a comment on the comment section. Let's interact. Till next time. Bye.